All right, look at another Mindspark here. It's a good little spiel on this 2020 vibe. Let's look at this one real quick. January 22nd, 2021. Says Gordon's collar tie D duck under to single leg entry to knee tap. This actually came up in a recent video I did as a breakdown, I believe. Let's see, was it a breakdown? Yeah, it was a breakdown. I talked about Gordon Ryan's Dayashi Harai kind of sweep that he does off of the single collar tie D. And that's what this is. But previously, Gordon, this is the second half of it that I kind of talked about towards the video. It's the follow-up that Gordon does to his Dayashi Harai sweep. So if you watch the other video I did recently, where was Gordon Ryan's Dayashi Harai kind of Kasoto Gake kind of sweep that he does. Kasoto sweep, I think, is what I called it in the video. But that is the preliminary attack, and then he follows it up with this, which I noticed a while back. You saw the date there. It was 2022 or whatever. But he will, he gets that over grip where he gets behind their shoulder and kind of draws them out that direction, and the opponent's reaction is to want to reach back in and post with that forearm and create a frame of that forearm. And when they do that, as that frame's coming in, he catches it, deflects it to the side, and then makes that his entry to a single leg. Oftentimes he can't get all the way to that single leg and turn the corner to make it a single leg and lift that leg. So what he'll do then is just use that connection to that knee on that side to then take a deep underhook on the inside and turn it into a knee tap, right? All right, so we're gonna take a look at this. Shrink this down just a little bit. Gordon here, you can see Gordon has the collar tie on. And a typical reaction to that, or if they have they could even have the collar tie on you, and then you bring like an overhook over their collar tie and grab the back of their head. And if you start to manipulate them where you get like pressure forward and get them stepping forward, a lot of times they'll create a counter pressure by bringing this opposite arm in and framing against you. Or they'll just bring that opposite arm in and try to slap on their own collar tie if you have a collar tie on, right? So Gordon Ryan uses that typical reaction, and as that frame is coming in, or they slap that collar tie on, he'll get behind their elbow on that side, and he'll either change levels to slip the collar tie, or he'll just deflect the frame as it comes in and get behind the elbow. And then he'll use that now, that he's past that arm, he'll take that angle and take kind of a sweep single entry on the far leg. But he's using the push behind the elbow to pull them forward and get them to step that far leg closer. So we'll watch him do that here. Right now he's just got a grip on that far wrist.
In 2007.
He tries to move into a kind of a snap down from there, but it wasn't there. So you see here. So Buchecha has slapped on this his own collar tie. And what Gordon's going to do is take his left hand. He's going to take his hand and post behind the elbow on that collar tie. And then he'll do a quick little level change and shuck everything out to the right. And then he'll take his head into that space he's created and use that as an entry to that far leg, all the while pushing behind the elbow, Buchecha's elbow, to draw him forward more, to get him to step that leg towards him. Push, the leg comes in, and he reaches.
This year,
And you'll see him do that several times on this.
You know, many
And that is his kind of go-to entry for a single leg. All right, he brings in the collar tie. He gets behind the elbow.
Greatest
pushes, slips under, goes for the leg.
Jiu-Jitsu competitor 2021.
Even here, same thing. It doesn't matter that it's a collar tie. You're just using an opposite frame. That's enough. That actually makes it easier, right? Gordon's gonna get behind the elbow, slip it, and go for the leg. And that gives him entry. The slip and the shuck just gives his head entry so that he can turn the corner and get into that leg. And then the behind the elbow push just adds that extra incentive of drawing their leg that you're attacking forward. Now, you know, because you're going for the far leg, a lot of times you won't get there, right? You'll just get one or two hands on it. But what Gordon will a lot of times do from here as a follow-up is he'll have purchase with his outside arm, in this case Gordon's left arm, on the knee, and he'll just bring this inside arm straight up and do a powerful underhook, and he'll just run this into a knee tap. All right, so you go. In this case, he's responding to an over tie with the like this. I don't know what to call this, an over tie. He's just coming over their collar tie with like an overhook and getting a grip on their head as well. Sometimes he'll grip the far shoulder, but he's really just trying to get kind of pressure behind their shoulder so he can draw them forward. And the opponent is going to reach out with the opposite hand and begin to frame. It's hard to see, but he's going to reach out with the opposite hand and begin to frame. Gordon now has kind of added this to it. Like you saw him draw it forward, and he looked for that Dayashi Hirai sweep. Because he can get behind the shoulder and draw his opponent forward, he tries to take advantage of that sweep. Opponent tries to counter his sweep, and then he shucks that arm and goes to it. So that's what we got for this one. I'm going to try to add it to my game. The next video is going to be on the mats, and we're going to work it out. Obviously, we'll go into more details, make it a little more clear, but we will be testing it out, trying it out, drilling it, figuring it all out, and I'm looking forward to it. Slenderman out. All right, so we'll change the name. We got Gordon's outside single entry to knee tap. We got preemptive Dayashi Hirai sweep. We got shucking past the reacting frame and pushing behind the elbow to draw the leg to you. We got turning the corner for the outside single. And we got bringing up the inside underhook to run the knee tap. And that'll be it on this one. Let's look at it on the mats.